Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for your purchase and for your support. My name is Amada, and today I just want to go over Canva. I'm just going to go through the options that we have available. There are a lot more features, but that will make it a way too long video. And I'm still learning a lot of the features as well because there's always updates. But I recommend that once you download this template, you make yourself another copy so you have a backup. And also, I like to keep everything organized. So I like to title everything. So here's a portfolio. You can click on the background picture to change, or I'm sorry, the background color to change it, or leave it as is. You'll select the color that you want. There's a little color wheel here. Or once you attach your pictures, which I'll go over, it'll pull the colors from those images, and you can also use those for your template. Of course, you can change the fonts and you can add stickers, graphics. However, if you are using the free version, you will have to be mindful that some of the options will not be available unless you're a pro user or you pay for each of them. So if you're using a few and you're okay with paying for each, then that's fine. But if you find yourself that you're using a lot, then you're better off using the pro account, and you can always cancel. And I'm not affiliated in any way, but those are just things that I've tried out. Also, let's say you want to remove this picture or whatever image you already have. You'll select it, right click, detach the image, and then once you upload your own, didn't want to, okay, so once you want your own, you want to make sure that you upload your images here on the left, and then you'll just drag and drop. I'm going to detach it to drag it back in there. It's already, okay, doesn't matter. So let's say you want to get rid of this photo frame. Then you would go to elements, you would look up frame, you would type it in there, and then it'll give you the options. But because I've already used it, it's already there. And then you would just drag and drop here. And then you have different shapes, or if you wanted to have other things going on, then you could also add that here. So these are some of the frames that I was talking about. Okay, so then on the resume, which I titled, I also like the fact that if you like, you can share your social media. You can keep these little icons or change them. But let's say you want to add your Instagram. So you would select it here at the top right where it shows link. It looks like a paper clip. You would highlight that or click on that. And then once you have your Instagram link, you would drop it, save it in there. But let's say you don't want to do that. You want to just share a portfolio. I would select the word portfolio. And then I already have my Google Drive open. So again, keep things organized. So I saved the folder as resume template. For an example, I'm right clicking the image. I'm going to share it. And make sure it says share with anyone with link. Because otherwise, if it's restricted, then nobody has access. And then you want to make sure it says viewer. That way nobody else can make edits. Copy that link. We're going to go back. Hopefully, okay. Now that it's highlighted, I'm going to click on that. And I already saved it, but I'll just show you again. And just copy and pasting by Control V or Command V. And then it's already added it, but I don't know why it always underlines it. So I'm just going to remove it. So there, now it's already saved as a hyperlink. And then again, you can change the font. Right now, this section is grouped to help keep things organized and in place. But let's say you want to move things around, then you would ungroup it by clicking here, and it'll just have everything separate. But I like to keep things together just so you have more control. I'm going on, and same thing with the images here for your resume. You can also get rid of those, and then again, you can change the color intensity. Here there's transparency. Right now it's at 65, but if you want it darker, then you would go higher or lower. I'm just gonna move it back to 65. And then here we have the cover letter. These are just lines that I added, and then you click on it, and then you can move it to whatever degree you want, and it'll just give you a different shape. And there are actually two different ones that I just put together, so it gives it this little design. And then I selected another frame. As you can see, it's different. You can select different ones that you like, but I added this one. Same thing, right click to remove the image. Right now it's locked. Okay, so you can either delete the entire picture by clicking here on the three dots. It'll ask you if you want to detach the image or remove the frame by deleting everything. And then let's say okay, so I'm just going to move to the bottom. So I have everything, all your details here at the bottom, but let's say you want to add it to the top, just like it is in the resume. You can select this, and I'm just using my arrow keys to move things around. But then you would have to reformat everything. But let's just say you wanted to have this option, then you would select everything by dragging, selecting, and then Control C or Control Command. I'm just going to click out. Okay, and then you can just copy paste it onto this, and then you would have to move it. So that's why I like everything grouped, so that way once it works you have more control, and then you can just reformat it and add it here, and then you can minimize it if it works. Right now, I apologize, this is really slow because I'm recording. And also, if you save your extra copy, then you have your backup. But anyhow, you get the point. Right now, it's not wanting to cooperate. All right, so then you would just move it to the place that it's supposed to be at. But I thought this was cool. It's a different look. And lastly, you have your references. Same thing, it's here, picture. You can keep it or leave it or delete it. And then I just added personal and professional references because sometimes you may not have enough or you just want to have a mixture. Same thing, you can drag everything or select everything to delete it. So you could just have 3, or you can keep them. It's up to you. And then you can change the colors here as well, the fonts. And then at the bottom, we have those statements to add to your cover letter and some information you can also add to your resume. You have to look through each one to see what best suits you, but there's quite a few. And since this is the opening statement, it's pretty strong, so you can have a lot more options, which is why I added so many. And then this is the body. This is just giving like a quick background, like your experience of how many years you've been working in the field. And I like the listicle option just to have a lot easier view on those skills. But you can use it as a paragraph as well. And then the ending or closing statement, you can add this to the bottom of your cover letter, and you can also use some of this information for the ending of your interview. These are some questions that you can ask, and you can edit and delete whatever you don't want or keep whatever you do like. And then I always like to ask for parking because here in LA we have to pay for everything or parking everywhere. And then also if you want, you can or if you do travel, there are apps out there to help keep track of your mileage. And also you may or may not have to travel, I'm not sure. But then there's ending interview statements as well, thanking them and reminding them why you're good for the position. And then the last thing I added was a salary request letter. Some places ask for this. I never knew what to type or write, so I thought this was a great option to have. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this was helpful. And if you also would like to keep in touch, you can reach me at my Etsy shop at which is Go Ahead Designs. I'm still working on a professional email, but in the meantime, you could just reach out to me there if you have any questions. And of course, there's always more YouTube videos to help you get more into depth with the options. So thank you again and have a great day.